So, hey, folks, I've been getting an awful lot of questions about a software package that I recommend. Link below. It's called New Retirement. New Retirement. And I do have an affiliate relationship with them, but it started off with me using the software for about a year. And I've had dozens of you ask me questions about the software and asking me to demonstrate it. And today, what I'm going to do is highlight the tax benefit of doing Roth conversions in a plan. A few videos ago, I've been taught. I talked about how a lot of people are just using Excel spreadsheets. A lot of people are just using a withdrawal strategy for their retirement, taking out 4%, some number like that. And I highly encourage you to use some software package or see a financial advisor because it's very difficult, extremely difficult. Less than 1% of you can write an Excel spreadsheet that factors in taxes. Now, hey, plenty of people have told me they've been able to do it, but that's not the vast majority of people, and that's not me. So I'm going to demonstrate New Retirement here and show you just how valuable it can be. I think they may have a special going on right now where it's $96 a year. And for your retirement, if you're not using a financial advisor, that is extremely, extremely cheap. So hopefully you can see my screen right now. I'm not going to go into all the details of this, but this current person has a 99% probability of success. Let's look at a couple things. Here's their savings, and I just picked these. Don't say you're different, but this is what you can do. So I've got $1 million in an IRA. I've got 100,000 in some CDs. I've got 400,000 in a brokerage account, and then 100,000 in personal savings. Just something I picked. This person has a $500,000 home with no debt. Incomes. They're actually working. This person is 60 years old, married to a person that's 60 years old. And one of the individuals is going to work until they're 65, making $24,000 a year, some part-time fun passion project, because they wanted to retire early. They wanted to leave the workforce, their job, and they wanted to work a couple days a week in some place that they're very interested in. Maybe this is being a baseball umpire. Maybe this is working at Costco. Maybe it's working at a winery. Whatever you enjoy, part-time, super flexible. Maybe it's a YouTube channel that you've got going. So on expenses, I've got $6,000 a month in expenses, plus medicals, $900 a month. So money flows, let's see, no, that's nothing. So anyway, let's jump to taxes, which is under insights here. So this person, here's their estimated federal taxes that they're paying. And one of the things to note, they're 60 years old right now, is look at the taxes until they turn 72. 72, there's this spike in federal taxes. You can see, taxable income, federal tax deductions. I want to come down to taxes by bracket, net taxable income by federal tax bracket. Note this, these colors here, the bright orange is 35% tax bracket, and then this other orange is like 24. You got some 32 tax bracket that comes in later. But notice this big gap down here where you're paying no taxes. Now, some of you may just celebrate and say, paying no freaking taxes. That's great. So this person over their lifetime is paying $7 million in taxes. $7 million. Okay, good problem to have. Okay, but what can we do to improve that? Well, New Retirement has an Explorer here. You can go to Roth conversions. Remember that 7 million. I'm going to come back to that. So we're going to look at what we can do with Roth conversions. And it specifically comes back with some Roth conversions to start making next year. Start making some Roth conversions. Here's the total, $530,000 worth of Roth conversions, and then basically stop and got a small one out here at age 75. I'm not sure why, but it makes sense to someone. But doing these Roth conversions save you $504,000 in taxes over the course of your life. $504,000 just by paying those, what I'll call like 10% tax, 12% tax, filling up those tax brackets early in your retirement from 60 to 72. So here's annual effective tax rate comparison. Wish I would pick totally different colors here, but this darker line is what you're currently paying. 0.00000. Then you turn 72, and then you're paying this, almost 13% all the way out here until you die. Now with the Roth optimizer, hey, you're paying some of that burden up front, but on a lower amount, and then a lower amount over here, okay? All the way out until you die. Okay? So those Roth conversions saved you $504,000 just by paying attention to the taxes that you're not paying in your early part of retirement. So let's go back to that. Take a look at federal tax by bracket. See that big gap here? Big gap. Okay, big gap. Let's fill that up. We're not even filling up the 10, 12% bracket down here. And that's what you're capturing. And you're offsetting this 35% bracket and some of this 32 by doing it. That's where the savings are coming from. So Portfolio Visualizer, I think, does a fantastic job of helping you see what the future could look like in your taxes. Now, one of the things that I love about this, I'm going to move this just a little bit, is you can change your assumption from, I'm going to get that out of the way, change assumptions from optimistic to average to pessimistic. And you can just see, I had it on optimistic. Let's shift that to average, and you can see the impact on your taxes by bracket. Just quick click of a mouse. Okay, now this is average returns. You can see still you have this massive gap down here, but we don't have any of that 32. I think it was 32% bracket out in here. Just nothing. The red is gone, if you remember. Let's go back and we'll change that, and you can directly see it. Get my face out of the way here. We're going to shift that over to optimistic, and you see that 35 and 32% tax bracket here and 24% bracket here. You can hit that down to average and you see how that changes. Even change to pessimistic, and pessimistic, hey, you're not paying much tax at all. It'd still be beneficial to take some tax down here, fill up the 10% bracket as at a minimum. So this is a tool you can play with, pay whatever tax you want, but have vision to what's going to happen to you when you turn 72 and you have those RMDs hitting your way. This person, got to get my face out of the way here again. This person, looking at the pessimistic assumptions that I put in here, only has a 8% chance of outliving their money. You come in and, you may make some different decisions around that. You come in here and change that to average, and it jumps up to 92. Feel a lot better about that, right? So anyway, you can play around with that. I'm also going to make another video on impact of Social Security, impact of somebody that may have a pension and they die early. So all those things can be modeled in here. You put in your assets, you put in your debts, you put in your income, all your expenses, and then model away. And I just love the Roth conversion. That's what I use a lot. You can actually do a Monte Carlo simulation. Let's do that. Just so you can see, this is on average assumptions, and you can see, hey, we ran 1,000 simulations, and you've got 93% of the time you ended up with money. I think this goes out to, what's it have an age on here? No, it's like 95 or something like that. Pretty long age. But this software package is just outstanding. It also takes into account, I get asked this question a lot. I'm going to go to Roth conversions again. This is on average assumptions. You see it right here. It also has, is this the section? Annual tax liability? Oh, federal tax. No, this is not the one. Sorry, I've got to go into taxes. Let's just look under taxes, and this is trying to maximum knowing what your taxes are going to be. This is my favorite piece of this chart. This one right here shows that opportunity, average returns. Well, somewhere I put it had your Medicare premiums on it. Let me think about this for a second while we're live. I don't think it was Monte Carlo simulations. I thought it was under Roth. Roth. Roth conversions impact Social Security account balances, annual federal income, tax liability now. Uh, maybe Social Security. Nah, let's not do Social Security. Let's go back. I don't like that at all. Sorry, that's a topic for another day. Well, anyway, I'll have to look for that and may uh, provide that in another video impact on IRMA. But really, I found this software package to be outstanding to look at all the factors, all the balls you're trying to juggle in retirement, make the right decisions now that greatly affect, especially your taxes in the future. This is Joe out.